A Norway F-16.Wikimedia Commons There are many things that the second-hand European F-16 fighters can do to help Ukraine's war efforts. Shoot Russia's slippage aircraft 25 miles away or further away from the sensitive guided shear S. Russian Sukhoi warrior ardment aircraft and civilians. Russia's 22-month war in Ukraine can hit 600 miles in front of a proximity. According to Ukrainian military Olexandr Solonko, shift-S are one of biggest fears among Ukrainian troops. Existing Ukrainian fighters should be weak to stop the shifting planes. For first year of wider war, Russian fighter planes flew directly on front for leaving no guided S and fireless rockets. These attacks were risky, and the more the Ukrainian forces acquired more Western-made air defense systems in first year of the fight, Ukrainians dropped about 70 Russian warplanes. Later, in early this year, Russian Air Force borrowed a Page U.S. Air Force and began to arms with wing satellite-guided S that could travel when he fell from tens of thousands of meters warrior ardment planes. The UPAB-1500 and Fab-500 GLIDE-Bombas hired Russian planes safely outside the most ground-based air descriptions of Ukraine. At same time, these long-range strikes, Air Force's own warriors-Sukhoi Su-27s and Mikoyan Mig-29s-29s-as made it impossible to intervene in Russian fighters' batteries. Ukrainian pilots on the side of façade R-27 air-air missiles cannot reach Russian shifting planes. Ukraine needs a new fighter aircraft that can meet Russian fighters. In November 2022 for the Royal United Services Institute in London. Nick Reynolds and Jack Watling. Justin Bronk. Nick Reynolds and Jack Watling. This new fighter aircraft is coming in this autumn. The Netherlands, Denmark, Norway and Belgium. Ukraine. More Lockheed Martin F-16s with the new Lockheed F-35s committed. If any F-16AB mid-aged update jet, which is already or more than next year, can take than 60 F-16. Ukrainian pilots are already studying on the bases in Romania and the United States on F-16s. 60 F-16s. Air defense dynamics on Ukraine and change the Russian slipping planes are more than enough to force. I think it is worth talking about at least 12-16 aircraft from the plane. This is compatible with what the Estonian Ministry of Defense concludes. Change of wear. F-16 has better sensors, defense electronic war gears and weapons than a Su-27 or Mig-29. In cases where Su-27 pilot can detect a target in 60 miles and can make shot at 30 miles with R-27, they may not get rid of the engagement. Sukhoi should be at high altitude to extend the range of radars and missiles. This is an easy target for an S-400-especially Ukrainian Su-27s are thought to have routine capsule compression systems at high altitude. F-16 can identify target up to 180 miles and hit about 60 miles away with AIM-120 missiles, and F-16s. ALQ-131 or ALQ-184 jamming pod. Against S-400 battery it should provide some protection. A fleet of